Yo, what is up, everybody? This is King Hitman here. I hope y'all are having a decent day. Let's get into some Dokkan, man. Now, I have a Reddit tier list for you guys, a list describing, or I guess labeling, each and every LR and how they fit into Dokkan, or each and every summonable LR, how they fit into Dokkan Super Battle Road. Now, taking a glance at this look, let me make sure I shout out homie. It's near the top. I know it's not. Okay. Thank you to one light Yagami. Okay, Yagami. Okay. My fault. I just got into Death Note. I like it. But it's not labeled in my head yet. All right. I'm still trying to get all the names correct. Anyway, thank you to light Yagami. Let's get right into it. Now, of course, Broly, he just got his easy A. I don't need to say much about him, man. Is he the best SBR unit? He's the best offensive SBR unit. It's not far off. Then of course we got UI Goku. Don't need to explain that. STR Vegeta. Don't need to explain that. Especially if you could get to turn 4, because by then you usually, I mean SBR, you're gonna be below 77 HP percent HP. So this is basically the only place he's like a super top tier unit at, to be honest. Especially because multiple enemies part of his passive. Vegeta doesn't need to be said. Turles stomps this stage with the chances to stun, the support. It's crazy for Turles. And then all the stages he's applicable to pretty much all have like great terrifying conquerors. So support passive works out really well. Buhan, crazy. Buhan is, we're not talking about him as A tier unit anymore. I don't know what's going on with that, but Buhan needs more credit. Then Jiren and UI don't need an explanation. I'm surprised he didn't put Goku and Frieza in the top of the, I don't know, cream of the crop tier. I figured they'd be up there when I first opened this list, but they're not. So that's odd to me. Baby, I man, I guess I think I'd move Baby down one slot. Baby's not bad, and if you, yeah, on the off chance you can get his giant form, because I think it's like what, a 50% chance when HP is below 50%. Let me make sure I got it exactly right. But Baby, like I said, he's not bad. He's just, when you're talking about the rest of the units that were in that tier, I feel like you might have to just knock them down a peg. Now let's see. Yeah, when HP not even 50, 40%. So a coin flip when your HP is 40% or less. Not the worst, but I guess, man. I feel like that's really what you're looking for with him. But I guess I'm not. Yeah, I'm not putting Baby in that tier, man. Move him down at least one. This guy, I hate Tech Broly. I, with every last ounce of my being, I hate Tech Broly's defense. You try to people try to say, oh, he can get to 160k defense after he's super A. It doesn't feel that way. Because when he gets hit, he takes 90k. So how does that work? You give him an item, he still takes 35k. How does that work? There's no way Broly's getting above 130k defense if he's at really 100%. Because I used 100% tech Broly's at a 130 and one. It was two 130 leads. And then in showcases, I used him at like a 130, 170 lead. Broly's defense is not getting over 150k. I don't see where it's coming without support. I'm talking. I don't know where this is coming from, but whatever. This guy's phenomenal. I would have moved him up a tier, but his defense can get you hurt a little bit, and he really only applies to one team because of the Super Saiyan part of his passive. But then again, movie heroes, a lot of them are Super Saiyans, so you can maneuver around it slightly. It's crazy knowing Cell before now would have been like somewhere in, I'd say, the weak tier, and now he's the Linc level update. His defense is phenomenal. You put him with another Cell. So these two in SBR, it's a crack duo. So I don't really need to say much about him. This guy gets overlooked. He's listen. I don't like the fact that he needs specifically a Goku and then a Majin Buu Saga Goku. I feel like that was a really dumb condition. But it doesn't even matter. Like, he works fine nonetheless. You'd actually be really surprised. For those that honestly, I may not have his passive exactly memorized, but I definitely know what he's capable of. So let's pull up Vegeta real quick. If it could load, that'd be great. Thanks, bud. There we go. So Vegeta, his passive attacking defense 70%, additional 4% attacking defense with each key gained up to 70%, and then he gets 3 key if there's a Goku and 3 key if there's a Majin Buu Saga Goku. That is a really stupid condition. And then his active skill needs a Goku, so it's like that's my issue with him. But on Buu Saga, obviously that's like the one place you're gonna always get it. Resurrect the Warriors, you can make it work, but it's not convenient, I guess is the word. Pure Saiyans is easy enough. Vegeta's family, you can't get it. Worthy rivals, you can't get it. Otherworld warriors, if I mean you run Golden Frieza as your lead, so 2 Golden Friezas, this guy, and then I guess the Gokus will fit in here or there. You can use the SS3 Goku, so the Angel SS3 Gokus for this team and Resurrect the Warriors. So actually, that's not the worst. Super Saiyan 2 is fine. All Out Struggle is fine, I guess. Connected Hopes. I don't even. Are there Gokus on there? I don't even know. I'm not even gonna look into it right now. And then Prodigious Warriors, you're not getting it on. So, I guess. I might have to move this guy. As much as I like him, the restriction on this guy don't really help out in SBR. So I might have to move him down a tier. These guys, I've been using them lately. Very impressed. I think they're actually getting underrated. They're getting spat on a lot. I'm not feeling it as a person who did it. But now that I've used them, I definitely see like where the I don't know. I don't see where all the hate is coming from now that I'm like on the side where I have these guys. I'm using them at 55. They're doing well. Gohan, you get his active skill. I mean, regardless, but especially if you get his active skill with all of its conditions, you crack at least one enemy, assuming he doesn't do his additionals. Goku, Goku takes a lot of damage too, especially in Super AGL. So I'm really not okay with Goku being here. I'm moving him down one. I'd actually move Vegeta up one. It's just the fact that if Goku gets his additional super, that's when he tanks perfectly fine because it's 100% raises. But besides that, I don't like Goku in SBR almost at all. God Goku's good, but when he gets hit, he can get hit hard. He can. Like if he doesn't dodge, you're gonna take a lot of damage, which I don't really like for a unit like him who's like RNG as much as he is. But in category stages, he can do well. He can do the crit, so I'll give him that benefit. I don't even need to talk about these guys. You get them on that team, they're fine. Gohan and Goten, I'm moving them down one. I'm moving it. They take too long to build up. Their active skill, you need only one enemy, and you need a certain amount of turns to pass, and you need to be below a certain amount of HP. I'm moving them down one. Because the active skill is a major part of this card. I don't care what anybody tells me. As a person that uses them, it's so crucial for them. It's actually pretty annoying. But let's speed through the rest of this. I mean, Bojack should be moved up one. I don't know what the hell that's about, actually. You link Bojack with STR Bojack or STR Turles, and he's fine. I don't know what the hell that's about. They need to fix that. I'm not feeling that, bro. Come on, like Gohan. I don't see how Goku's so much better off than Gohan. I feel like they should be in the same tier. Because even though Gohan only stacks defense normally, you'd be surprised. 2 supers from Gohan, or like if he has a turn where he does 2 additional or 1 additional super, you get him 3 stacks of his defense over like a 4-turn period. Gohan will be over 180k. It's great with Gohan. And then he gives himself ki, which it does take forever, but like I'm just saying, like I think Gohan and Goku, I'd rather take Gohan into SBR than Goku. But then again, Gohan doesn't always get his 18 ki, which means his damage can be a little shaky. He's not the hardest hitter. I'd put them in the same tier. Vegeta should be in the same tier. I think he's a better SBR unit purely than Goku. That's just me personally because he gets his defense immediately. You get his 18 keys, gonna be fine. That's just how I feel about Vegeta. Rose, if you want your pure damage, you can have it. These guys they are the best aging LRs. I don't even think it's close. I don't. For a summonable LR, they are the best aging LRs in the game. The fact that they're still like, you know exactly what you're gonna get from them, turn in and turn out. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I love these guys. So these are one and the same. Basically, they're just applicable to different teams. Serve the same purpose, same key sufficiency. They're phenomenal SBR units. Kale and Khalifa, they're fine. I wouldn't say you need their passive like to fully kick in order to get the most out of them. They're fine. People don't really use them anymore. Now that I think about it, which is crazy because I mean they were the best unit in the game, but like they were the most hated best unit of all time, like in Dokkan. So I guess I get why they fell off when they did. Like the blue fusions came out and Kale and Khalifa, they're scratched out the game. Nobody uses them. Don't showcase them. Don't do anything with them. Except Truth. Truth loves them. These guys are restricted to only one team in terms of their support, and even besides that, they're not the greatest defensive unit ever. I'm knocking them down 2 tiers. 2 tiers. They get a move to fine. They're only gonna be good for androids. Androids is Does androids have an SBR extreme stage? They don't. Androids doesn't have an extreme SBR stage. So yeah, I'm moving them down. Extreme Fizz, they don't work the best. They're out of there. Move them down. Nah, I'm not gonna try them with weak, but they get to move to fine. Frieza, it takes a lot of damage, does a lot of damage. I'd move him down 1. These guys, if you get their dodge chance off, they are literally like untouchable. So they can sit here. I understand why you wouldn't move them up to the names like these. So yeah, they can sit here. They're fine. And then they're versatile. These guys gotta go up one. I'm not feeling that. Let's just go over them real quick. Let me see why he would say keep them at that tier. Let's just see. I don't know if my Wi-Fi... Well, nah, it's just rendering a lot of pictures. All right, here we go. So they would be applicable to Extreme Fizz. Yeah, I mean, I know that they have to build up, but I'm not seeing... Huh. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. They definitely should be moved up at least 1 tier. Very powerful? Nah, I'd say that this Android 17 LR is better off than them, but they're at least in the powerful tier. If full power Frieza is in there, then this Angel Golden Frieza at 17 should be. People don't even touch the GT trio, so I guess, I mean, they can sit there. Oh, this makes me so angry to say. Y'all don't even know. But I will admit that Trunks and the LR Trunks and are phenomenal in Time Travelers SBR, which I'm pretty sure is part of the next 10 to get in extreme stage. So they're gonna be good in there. I wouldn't overlook them. Oh, it makes me sick. It makes me sick. But to be fair, you can run them on Future and Time Travelers because, I mean, a lot of the Future Saga characters are on Time Travelers, except like Gohan and then the androids. So I'd say that's a valid 2 teams they're going to be great on. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll move them up 1 tier. And then the high chance to stun is not to be overlooked, by the way. But I guess that's it. The dodge chance, high chance to stun. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I hate that unit with all my soul, but I'll give them that. Nappa and Vegeta, yeah, they're alright. Bardock's actually very good in SBR because he gets his additional defense. He's not like gonna tank for nothing, but his defense will be semi-acceptable in most stages, and then he can seal. But then again, Bardock favoritism is kicking in right here, so I don't know. But this video is going on a little long. Let me wrap this up. The fusions, I get it. It's sort of 3 turns of like you have to sit there and wait for them to transform. Definitely not convenient for these two. Really, I feel like he was probably like, I want to put them in weak, but he didn't want to get disrespectful, so he put them there. But once they transform, of course, they still need at least 1 turn to get something off so they can build up part of their passive. Their defense will be semi-shaky. So the fusions, as much as I think they haven't fallen off the way people disrespect them as if they did, I'd leave them there. I don't see why Trunks is in fine. I'd say Trunks is in weak. Yeah, I'd put Trunks in weak. I don't really see it. I don't. But First things first. First things first. I think a Dokkan Fest transforming Trunks should be, if not the next unit, within the next 3 or 4 units to come out on JP. I'm not calling anything. I'm saying what should be. Like, he's to say he's long overdue is using a washed phrase, but he's genuinely long overdue. So I don't know what that's about. Transforming Super Saiyan Trunks needs to come out from that fight with Mecha Frieza. They need to hurry up about that. Beerus and Whis, man, they get hit crazy hard. They do. They can sit there because they get massive attack stats, but you have to cater to them, which means you have to run other Beerus units, which physical Beerus is fine, but like you get my point. You have to get them hit, and they're gonna take at least 30k on the first hit because they technically have zero defense until they get hit. But I guess they pay it off in their attack stat. They also heal on super. I guess, man. I'll leave them there. I'll leave them there. Just because weak is such a bad and weak and terrible is such a bad tier of units. So I get it. I get it. I don't even need to talk about these five. Honestly, I think we're just gonna wrap it up there. Even though terrible, yeah, they can sit in terrible. I was about to say low key they could be moved to weak because they do raise their defense by 30% on their 18 key. A lot of people don't know that. But I mean, you get their 12 key and they're gonna get you cracked, especially if they get the one that lowers defense. So yeah, I'd leave them as they are. I think this list was very well done. I understand his reasoning, really for everything except Golden Frieza in 17, and I guess that's it. Yeah, that's big. And Trunks, just because I get Trunks raises his defense on Super, but is it to the point where you'd say he's fine? I'm not sure I'm okay with. Oh, and Bojack, move Bojack up one. That was a little disrespectful. But yeah, that's it, everybody. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys disagree? If you do, I understand. But I stand where I stand. Hitman is out. Have a good one.